Hello, welcome to the Liberated Multitasker. I have a special treat for you today. I've talked my husband into making our family-sized omelet. So we're going to start off by frying up 4 sausage patties. We will also need some cooked bacon, but I've already cooked that and it's in the freezer ready to go. However, if you're not one to keep cooked bacon in your freezer, no problem. You'll just want to fry up 4 thick sliced pieces after the sausage is done. There are so many great things about this recipe. First off, it is a one-pan meal. Who doesn't like just being able to mess up one pan and being done instead of messing up a lot of dishes? It's also low-carb, keto-friendly. It's affordable. It's pretty quick and easy to make. And it's oh so delicious. Now that our sausage is done, we're going to lay those on some paper towels to drain. We're going to add some olive oil to our pan. And then we're going to get ready to saute some of our vegetables. We're going to start off with half a cup of green peppers. We're going to add half a cup of red peppers. And then we're going to add half a cup of onions. Now you can use bell peppers. The peppers I'm using today are the Marconi peppers that we grew in our garden. So we're just going to let these saute. Stir these around and let them cook until they're good and softened. Now we're going to add some seasoning. Which is just going to be, at this point, some salt and pepper to taste. And just stir it again and just let it continue to cook. Now we're also going to add about 1/4 teaspoon of crushed red pepper flakes. I do not like a lot of spice in our food. My husband does. So we have found the balance of having a lot of flavor and not a lot of spice. So don't be scared of a touch of red pepper flakes or cayenne in some dishes. I have thought of another great thing about this recipe. It is versatile. You can make it your own. You can take out the things you don't like, add the things you do, and make your own perfect family-sized omelet. Now, we're going to add about 1 tablespoon of minced garlic. And stir that in as well. I have to say that while we're cooking this, I love all the colors. I love the red, the green, the white of the onion. It's just a pretty dish. Now, this is optional. A lot of people don't like mushrooms. We do, so we're adding 6 ounces of drained, sliced mushrooms. And just going to let those cook in with those vegetables. Now it's time to add the meat. We're adding 4 cooked sausage patties and 4 slices of cooked, thick sliced bacon. Now, I did chop up the sausage patties and the bacon. It's just going to work better in the omelet to have them in smaller, bite-sized pieces. Now we're going to continue to just stir this around and let this cook together just a little longer. The bacon was frozen, so we want it to heat up a bit. It doesn't take long at all. And next, we're going to be adding some ghee. And this, I believe, is the trick to helping this not stick in our pan when we go to bake it. So we're adding a tablespoon of ghee, and we're going to stir that in. And that's just going to help grease that pan on the bottom and help all this not stick as we cook it on the stove and in the oven. So now that's just about ready for us to add our eggs. Now, we've used about 8 eggs and about 1/4 of a cup of heavy cream. And we've blended that all together, and we're just going to pour that right over the top of this mixture. This is one thing I really like about cast iron. If it's well seasoned, and then adding that ghee when we do, which is 1 to 2 tablespoons of ghee, is going to help it not stick. So we're going to keep this on the eye and let it cook for that bottom layer of egg to cook. And then when it's mostly done, we will put it in the oven, which has been preheated to 350 degrees, and let it cook until that egg is done. And it's going to take about 15 minutes. Now, once the egg is mostly done, we're going to pull it back out of the oven, and we're going to top it with our cheese. We're really using about 1.5 cups to 2 cups of shredded cheese. We're using pepper jack and medium cheddar. We're just going to sprinkle that liberally on top. And this just really helps make this omelet just so much better. I'm all about the ooey gooey goodness. The more cheese, the better. So now once we finish putting the cheese on top, we're going to put our oven on broil. Now, to begin with, we're not going to put it on the very top rack. We're going to put it on the second rack. We want the cheese to get good and melted. And when it's good and melted, we will then put it on the top rack so that the cheese can get nice and brown. Just look at that. That is nothing but goodness. It looks so good. Such a nice brown. It's not burnt. It's perfect. Now we're going to go ahead and slice this up into 8 pieces. So this is actually enough for me and my husband to have breakfast this day, and for him to have breakfast for the next 5 days at work. So this is 8 servings, and they heat up nicely. Now I'm showing you this part because I want you to see when he actually scoops it out onto the saucer how it's not sticking. I will link some more videos in case you're interested in some one-pan meals. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I hope to see you soon.